Welcome to Destination Divergence. This is episode 69, as always.
Nice.
Very nice indeed. This is the Winds of Change group, who so recently beat a demon steamroller into the mud, smashed it to bits. It completely destroyed it by the end of this fight. And while most of it was melting away in a pool of acid that it generated itself upon death, the components that were never meant to touch the acid now submerged in it. Carrick dove in and pulled out its power source, a crystal about the size of a fist, the small, flickering, fiery figure inside. This figure appeared humanoid and had wings and a tail. And right as we left off at the end of last session, Nakarth had reached out to it, psychically, and did find a presence there. So, that is the current situation. So I'll leave it up to you, Nakarth. What are you doing?
I'll start by, I did ask, who are you?
Okay. The flickering figure inside the crystal kind of looks up a bit. It's very small. It's a little hard to see because it's a tiny figure on the inside of this little crystal, and the crystal's only about the size of your fist to begin with. It's not like it fills up the whole interior. It's really just like the core of the crystal down at the center of it. You can see this tiny little flickering, almost like a candlelight flame in the middle of the crystal. Look over at Unikarth. Its head just rises up a bit. I did not expect to be contacted this manner. It has been quite a long time.
Mm-hmm. How long? Or did you lose track?
Since, I've been spoken to in this manner. It's hard to tell time too accurately while your mind is filled with rage, but months? Less than a year.
Interesting. I assumed it was going to be longer.
No, I've been in this predicament for only a short amount of time. I failed in a task a few months back, and, Mother saw fit to put me here.
I want to insight this because this sounds like a lot of bullshit.
Okay, roll insight. That's a big insight. I mean, yeah, they don't seem like their mind is completely all there at this moment. They've been trapped in it seems like they're still waking up, if that makes sense. Like they weren't entirely themselves while they were in that body previously.
Fair enough.
Still kind of calibrating and adjusting. But you don't necessarily detect any lies.
Huh. Okay. What was your task? And who is your mother?
You gonna offer me anything for that information? Or is it threats? You prefer those?
I'm just genuinely curious. I have no real use for you. I'm just wondering why you were in the middle of a construct.
Yeah, like
from
I said,
the plane of battle.
Punishment, really. Sent there to learn a lesson. I'm not from the plane of battle. I was sent there.
It just seems a fiend of your apparent power Seems a bit odd that you're being punished.
You think I'm powerful? You should see my mother.
Can I make a religion check to see if I know who's considered a mother of fiends?
Sure. Make a religion check for that.
Never mind.
Well, you do recall that Kyber is the mother of all fiends and demons. I mean, there's that at least. Or rather, Kyber's final act before being turned into hell itself was to unleash demons on the world that reigned for 9 million years.
Oh shit.
So there's Kyber, but that's the first thing that springs to your mind, and nothing else really jumps out past that. That's, just the big obvious one.
I think I'll muse that out loud to him. Like, I don't think your mother would be Kyber if you were in here only for a few months.
Distant ancestor, more like.
Mm-hmm.
You've, the fog of my memory is clearing a bit. You actually seem, familiar. Have we met before? A few months back.
Danny?
Oh?
Less than a year, certainly.
Wait, shit. When did we deal with the demon specifically?
Deal with the what?
Are you doing it?
I'll say out loud to Faye and Carrick. This demon thinks that we're familiar.
What?
Or at least I am. When did we deal with the demon in the last year or so?
The little candlelight figure is looking around at all of you now. That one I don't recognize. And he points at Clemens. Not familiar at all.
Oh, that helps.
Wait.
I'll roll like a religion memory check here to see if anything's coming to mind.
I mean, I would say if it's just a memory check, it would just be an intelligence check.
What was the little town that we killed the thing in that we liberated?
Oh, freaking! Oh my God!
Not
What
Passage,
was it?
right?
No, it wasn't Passage. It was
Yeah, it was the Four Passage.
Oh, what was the name of that freaking place?
Name of the place was Galt.
Galt.
G-H-A-L-T.
I wanted to say like Hall or Hull, but Galt. Yeah,
Pretty
it's
close.
definitely
Yeah.
Does Galt ring a bell?
Is that a location here on this plane?
Yes.
On Eberron, on Kyber. It doesn't sound like somewhere in Kyber.
Eberron.
Yeah,
I haven't been to Kyber.
I'm not as familiar, but sorry, Galt doesn't ring a bell necessarily, but most places here wouldn't. I don't know where we are right now.
Fair enough. What the fuck demon did we deal with? Why can't I remember?
I rolled an 18 in intelligence check.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'll say with the 18 intelligence check, you feel like you're on the right path with Galt.
The only creature of that sort that I can think of that we've dealt with is definitely Galt.
Would that line up? Less than a year? Not quite a year? More than a few months? Probably that then. I knew you were all familiar.
Oh, we stopped you taking over a little town. Didn't we?
My task was to why am I cooperating with you? Never mind. It's meaningless. What are we gonna do now? You've got me captured. I obviously can't do much from in here.
I mean, we could just ignore you for a while.
Yeah, you don't have a lot to lose, and it's worth noting. Like we scraped by back then. We are also not to hoot my own toots here, but incomparably more powerful than we were back then.
I mean, yeah, you broke my body just a few minutes ago. I did feel that, definitely. It's just that you're all gonna die. What, a few hundred years for each of you max? Probably less for some of you. I'll be fine.
Maybe.
How long would I have to wait, really? It's fine. I'll just take a long nap.
I'm sure we'll find a good use for you.
I'm sure we could just put you in a pocket dimension where no one will ever find you.
Yeah, this is going to be useful no matter what.
Oh.
You can give us useful cooperation and info, or, I mean, Eric's a hell of a crafter. This is a whole new world of possibility that you're
I'm sure whatever
man.
you can do to me, it's better than being trapped in that awful body.
I can't argue with you there. Also, is this also just talking in each of our heads so that we can hear it?
It is speaking audibly once somebody has started speaking audibly to it.
Oh, cool.
The crystal just kind of vibrates as it speaks. It's, the little candlelight flame inside the crystal. It's speaking very emphatically with its hands and such. You can see. Occasionally stretch out its little wings and stuff.
Is your home plane hell?
Well, I mean, my home plane is here, but hell is here, so yes. I mean, I assume by meeting all of you, we're on Eberron, yeah? Somewhere?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
So I'm gonna look more at like Nikareth and Carrick and just say like, I mean, like do fucking earmuffs for the demon right now, just muffle him. So the traveler said that he was that they were gonna give us a sign of some sort to meet up with the others in hell. Do you think this has to do with it? Like, I'm not trying to read too much into our good fortune, but it lines up a bit.
I feel like the traveler would be much more flashy about it rather than us asking for a job somewhere.
That I agree with.
That's true.
But I do think this is starting to point us in that direction.
Yeah. Well, maybe we.
Y'all have plans to visit hell? So like a vacation? Like what? It's not a nice place,
We have some friends there.
They're killing 2 of the lords of hell.
Interesting.
We don't know.
Wait, do we know which ones they're trying to kill or no? No, we don't.
We know any of
I
that.
do.
We
don't.
I think
I didn't even know they were telling
message. They sent a message to you guys, or you sent a message and they responded, whichever way around. I think they said something about that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought it was more
to
general,
kill
but...
Rakshasas, etc.
A couple powerful Rakshasa, something along those lines.
Yeah, something along those lines. trying to
I was
find
about to
exactly
name
what it
them by
was.
name, list them off by name, but I don't think Nakara knows that.
Damn, how far back was it? Oh, it was probably after I posted that. Oh, was it actually in the other chat? Because we sent it to them and they responded in that chat? It probably was. Oh, well.
Yeah,
Either way,
I think so.
I think they mentioned Rakshasa. We don't need to verify it too deeply. Yeah, either way, it's fine. I think yeah. Either way. Did they say which lords of hell? What do you classify as a lord of hell?
They did not say which ones.
Hmm.
Can I make like a religion check to see what I know about it?
Sure. I mean, I feel like you can make a religion check to just try and see what you know about like the potential targets they could have. But unless they told you which ones they're going after, that's still going to be tricky.
No, yeah, I just mean like know about Lords of Hell in general.
Gotcha. Sure. Yeah. Religion check work.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So, the overlords, one of which is one of the big bads of the campaign, who you've been sort of working against, Belshalor, is sort of Belshalor is the shadow in the flame. He was one of the most powerful overlords, and is trapped within the silver flame itself, or so the legend speaks. The overlords are more generally the most powerful fiends, sort of the direct descendants of Kyber that originally ruled the world before the dragons came in, and there was a great war, and the dragons eventually made way for mortal life instead. So the overlords are like almost more on the order of like fiend gods than like lords, right? They are extremely powerful, like deity-like creatures. For example, Tiamat is considered an overlord in this setting. To give you an idea of like the kind of scale there. So Belshalor is one of the big ones. You've got some experience with Raktal Kesh as well, as Nala told you about Raktal Kesh in the past. Had some experience with them. And so on. There's a whole huge list of them, right? There's a bunch of them. There's different, basically fiend gods for different topics, like the god of deceit, or the god of secrets, or the overlord of war. You know, like all the negative things, right? Those are the overlords. And then those overlords have councils of Rakshasa beneath them, essentially, called the Lords of Dust. And that information is kept much better a secret and wouldn't be found in like many texts anywhere. But Aseo did educate you all on that previously, which is why I included there as well. So there are sort of the Rakshasa are like there are Rakshasa mediums that can communicate with the gods directly, and then like lead councils of Rakshasa and stuff like that, and have these like hidden networks of fiends working to free their gods, essentially. That would be basically the closest thing you could think of to like a lord of hell. Is they're still living, they're still capable and moving around and, you know, affecting the world and shit, and they're basically second to gods.
Gotcha. Were they the Lords of Dust or Dusk?
Dust with a T.
Gotcha. That's what I thought. I believe the targets they were after were two Lords of Dust.
Ah, yes, interesting. Did they say which ones, though?
They did not.
Okay.
It was a rather short message.
Yes, primitive mortal communication methods, of course.
I'm sure we could find out if we really wanted. How did we send them a message again?
Somebody had the spell. Was it Clemens? I can check Clemens' sheet real quick.
I think we got a scroll.
Yeah, and I think you got 2 so that Clemens could keep it, just in case.
That sounds like something to do.
What level spell is that?
3.
Okay, I don't see it on Clemens' sheet, actually.
Is there a scroll in their inventory?
Good question. Scroll of Find Familiar and Lightning Lure. Don't see sending. Maybe they meant add it and forgot. I don't know. Either way, I think it was Clemens that sent it. Now I'm definitely okay. Why is Discord search not working? Well, either way, that's fine. It was from Clemens originally. I found it. We have the stuff. Please respond. How are you? Hope you're okay. And hope your day is lovely and the weather has found you well, was the message. And the response back was, Lost Shard in hell. I have cool hell armor. Eli's friend stole our soul bike. Killing Rakshasa now. Fuck is weather. Fucking around finding out.
Sounds right.
So they did talk about killing Rakshasa. But yeah, otherwise wasn't much in there. So Clemens sent the message originally. I feel like Clemens probably would have copied that down and just forgot to add it to the character sheet. So we'll say that Clemens still has that capability.
Yeah, but I don't think it'd be worth blowing the second scroll until they added it to their spell book. So I don't want to make them do that.
That's what I mean, though. I think they added it and forgot to like add it on Foundry, like actually copy the spell over to the thing, because it was right at the end of a session. So we can just assume they have it. Is kind of what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, friggin' message them. Who do we want to message? Oh, wait. Has Clemens met everyone? I can't remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not Bracana, obviously. But
Yeah.
he met Clemens in Thaliost before heading north
Right.
to
This is true. Too bad you can't message the one that would give him the straight answer.
Yeah, the rest of the group is kind of chaos gremlins on occasion. And then Androst, who's not a chaos gremlin but just sarcastic.
Mm-hmm. I guess we'd have Clemens. Who would we have Clemens contact?
I mean,
Leroy?
well, yeah, with what we
Probably.
know, we would probably do Leroy.
Okay, yeah, I think that's what you did before as well. But no, I guess yeah. Ashley wrote the message, but it was from Leroy's perspective, technically. That's right. Okay, so that's why the cool hell armor. Yes. So Leroy would make sense. You've seen Leroy cast a spell in the past as well, so you know that he could open communication back if needed, and so on. So like
He wouldn't spend half the message like flipping the fuck out.
Exactly.
But yeah, if they have the spell slots left for that, I wouldn't mind.
Clemens has 2 level 3s left.
Oh, perfect.
And a bunch of higher level slots, so I feel like that wouldn't be too much of a loss. It's not like 3s are their highest. So, what do you want to ask him?
Just remind us again which Rakshasa you're after. That's such a hard word. I have so much trouble with that fucking word.
Rakshasa, yeah.
I imagine that all of that was the message.
Yeah, Clovis just repeats it verbatim.
Fair enough.
Be in line with the previous message. Hope your day is nice and the weather has found you well. Excellent. So if that's the one question you want to ask them, that would be a pretty simple response. I feel like they wouldn't deny that answer.
And maybe how are you doing?
Okay, so yeah, I feel like that's easy enough to fit within 25 words, so I'll just allow it and give you a little bit of their status. Yep, so they killed Mordekash. They killed Mordekash. I don't know if they would say more than that about Mordekash, other than he's fucking dead. And due to some timey-wimey bullshit, they're not looking so great right now. But they're working on it. They're working on Durastaran at the moment.
Durastaran?
Yes. Spelled as so. Actually, I feel like Leroy would probably give more information. He's pretty good at making dense messages. So he would say, Mordekash, the servant of Raktalkesh, and Durastaran, the servant of Belshalor. So they killed the right hand man of the Rage of War already, but now they're working on the Shadow and the Flames right hand man, Durastaran. But yeah, that's the situation.
All right, cool. And then I will. There's no harm in telling this little fiend that, right? The Rakshas already know they're on the way, so sure. We'll I feel like we would tell. I would tell him.
I'm not stopping you.
Yeah, go for it.
So I assume you just relay that information directly then? Or did you want to roleplay it out?
Yeah. I'll just relay it directly.
I see. Interesting. Seems like he had a little bit of, I'll just say you have a really high insight, Nakara, including your passive insight. And so you can see that his energy shifts a little bit when he hears this. And it seems like he calms down a bit.
Worried it was your mother.
Astute one, are we? Very good. Yes, I suppose some information for information is a good deal. My mother is Hectula, the bloody scribe. Spelled as so.
And she's a Lord of Dust?
Indeed.
I don't suppose you'd be willing to let us in on her plans, would you?
If I knew them, I would. Oh, weird. We lost OBS for a second there, but we're back. Sweet. Weird sudden disconnection. Am I still on Discord?
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
Yep.
Random YouTube fuckery then, I guess. So, as you can imagine, with someone like someone as related to secrets as my mother is, I don't always have the most information about what I am doing or why I am doing it. I regret to inform you. You won't get much out of me. Can you believe
It
it?
was worth a shot.
She didn't even give me a name.
Do I believe that?
Insight check.
Yeah, that piqued my interest as well. I'm gonna incite that too.
All right.
I'm gonna spend a key point to add a D8 to that.
Okay.
Carrick is naive enough to believe it.
Carrick, actually, if you can make me an intelligence check instead, or a history check, I guess, either way. You got proficiency, that's fine. Never mind.
26.
He believes it.
He
He
believes it.
generally, genuinely believes it.
All right, 26. I mean, he said it with the same speech patterns as he's had so far. I mean, it's just, he definitely said it for a dramatic effect, but it doesn't sound like he was bullshitting you. And I'll also say, as you rolled really fucking high, even though it's not, you didn't make an intelligence check, you made a wisdom check. Just you connect a few dots in your head and you realize that last time you met, or at least in Galt, you encountered a figure who you asked its name and they said it didn't have one.
Fuck, I don't remember that.
Man, I gotta remember what we did in Galt.
I know that was the start of the campaign. I had a brain blast
I
moment
lived
the
in
other
a
day,
different place.
and I was like, "Oh shit! I can connect things all the way back that far." Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty badass.
Okay, because we did. Okay,
Wait, was that the one the dude was sacrificing everyone to?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh shit!
in the basement, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we saved that whole fucking town. Like the whole town was like possessed or something.
Yeah, there was a series of events in Galt, but
Yeah.
there was like some sort of essentially a cult like behavior going on there. There seemed to be some sort of religious leader there. That was a fiend in the shape of an angel. But like a fallen angel with
the one I
clipped
was
wings.
thinking the whole time.
Yeah, but there was also in the basement the entire purpose of that little cult there was they were trying to summon something, and they summoned it into the body of the local sheriff, who you had to beat the spirit out of.
And we're thinking this was the latter rather than like the fallen angel thing because we killed the fallen angel, right?
Yeah, you killed the fallen angel thing, but this thing was just summoned into the body, and you forced it back out and got, the sheriff's name. I can't remember now. I should have looked this up
we were
ahead of
pros,
time.
but I totally can't remember.
It was a half orc, right?
It was a half orc.
Yes.
Okay, so I remember exactly who it was now. Yeah.
Still don't remember his name.
Looking
remember that either,
through
but-
my notes to see if I actually saved that. Not that it matters that much, I guess, but yeah, I don't see it, unfortunately. But either way, yeah, that sheriff there. So this thing you didn't technically kill, you just unpossessed him. You forced him out. But whatever that cult was doing there, it was to summon this thing specifically, so.
Son of a bitch.
Damn, those guys are really working that hard to summon someone with no name, huh? It's kind of weak shit.
Keth Thrash was the sheriff. Found it.
Oh yeah, my boy.
To find some of my OG notes for the campaign there.
God damn.
I mean, hey, Keth and Galt's currently under a wave of shadow nonsense bullshit, or at least that's I mean,
Probably
he's an
dead.
Galt, so yeah, who
Yes.
knows what's happening there now?
What a fucking bummer. Yeah.
He survived being demon possessed, and next month there's a fucking apocalypse. Like, Sedge.
Damn, those guys who came through really, really fucking all this up, huh? All right. Well, I'm gonna look at Carrick and Nikaris and the Phantom Clements and just. All right. Well, I don't know. I don't know what else we can get out of this guy for now. Like, obviously he's a catch and he's not going anywhere. So, like, that's sick. But what do you want to do right now?
Good question.
I mean, probably pick up her bounty, yeah?
Oh, for sure.
Was I the target of a bounty?
Oh, yes. You were causing quite the ruckus.
Well, that I knew. I thought no one would fuck with me out here.
No, that's why they hired us.
Even fucked with.
And you took the job. Amazing.
We didn't just take the job, we took it kind of for fun. It was this or going into a tournament, which we might still do.
That's very interesting.
Was for a quick buck. I'm gonna use the funds from this to cast some spells. That's the level we're working with here, man.
Roll me an intimidation check. I feel like that was intimidating or meant to be.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah. Casually intimidating. Oh, boo.
You know,
I'm gonna cast some fucking spells, bitch.
that would have almost worked if you didn't have those ears. I really can't take you seriously like that.
And with that being a nat 1, that like breaks through like phase 20 charisma, and I just turn around, like bite my hand, just swearing under my breath.
A tail too fabulous.
Listen, Rock, I swear to God, I will find the most emasculating weapon to put you in. It's gonna be a fucking shooter. Say it again.
Oh, don't worry, I've got a tail too. Kind of wiggles it, a little flame tail inside the crystal.
Hold me back, Clements. Swear to God.
Clemens grabs your shoulders.
Fucking get him. I'm walking. I'm flying. Actually, I'm gonna fly way up out of direct earshot of the group and just follow along.
So, tell me, you were so put out about not having a name. What if we gave you a name and a purpose? Would you help us? I mean, clearly we're worth something.
Well, I already have a purpose. It's not a name, but I'll get back to that later.
Put it off for a few hundred years.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Just a drop in the bucket, really.
Do I feel like he'd actually go along and help us with whatever we needed to do or needed of him?
Roll me insight. Do you feel like he would
keep going over it? Just okay, all right, fine.
Do you feel like he would
give it
willingly help you? No. Does it seem like he's being honest about a couple hundred years really not being that bad on his time scale? Yes.
I had to go through my list of mental disorders.
So, encounter 2, Phase wishes to put you into something emasculating. I'm sure we could put you to good use for a while.
Like I said, whatever you do to me is gonna be definitely better than that last body.
Fair enough. I'll pat Carrick on the shoulder and be like, well, do your worst.
Yeah, I'll have to think of something good.
Well, if you want inspiration, well, let's say my mother isn't called the bloody scribe for nothing either. I know a good deal of blood magic.
Blood magic. Wait a minute. And he'll look up at Faye. They never told us what was that focus they found.
La la la. I can't hear a monk up here. No, no, sir. I'm having me a fly. It's good, breezy. I'm sure y'all are talking about fun, important things down there, but I'm a guy.
Excellent.
Actually, though, in stewing in her pettiness while this is happening, Faye's gonna shift into just looking like Keth. And I'm gonna come back down and just fly in front of the rock and just do a little gyrating dance. Be like, "Oh, does this look like a tasty snack to you, big
Oh,
man?
I recognize that one too.
You
Yeah, that is
remember?
familiar. Yeah.
Mmm. Oh, too bad you're stuck in there and we beat you out of this thing a year ago.
Yeah,
tasty,
missed
though.
opportunity. Too late now. Unfortunate. These things happen.
Clearly seeing how unfazed he is, I just drop it, go back to my normal body, and cough. Were you talking about blood magic, though? What,
Yeah, you probably saw me use some of it last time we met. I know it was a while ago, but... Yeah. Well, it turns out blood is a great source of magical power. It is consumed in the process, though, so you need either a lot of it or only a little bit of power.
But I assume with this your little nuggety self, we could find some efficient battery of some kind, maybe. I don't know. Eric, we'll have to work on this. We'll have to figure out something, but you said, I mean, hell, you want to be master of your fate? Throw out an idea. How can we use you?
Oh, it could let me possess one of you.
Oh, that's cute.
Now that's bag of holding language.
I could power you right up, I'm sure. Like I did with that guy that you turned into a little bit ago. Yeah. Powered him right up.
You are not to come in contact with any person. You are a battery.
Well, if you turn me into a weapon, I'm probably going to come into contact with people at some point or other. Just saying. I mean, it's the technicality, but...
Eric, I'm looking at that bag again.
Oh, I'm sure
he's holding it open.
I'm sure he just means that he would end up feeding on whoever we used him on.
I mean,
again, very astute.
Weapons can have a little snack as a treat. Yeah, I don't know. But, the crafting and stuff is not my forte, so I will just give opinions from the side. I hate this little fucker, though. God damn.
Well, I think we'll have to tell you what, think long and hard about what you would prefer to be used as. And come back to this. For now, I think we need our bounty.
Agreed. Let's head back.
And I toss him in the bag of holding.
Finally. Silence.
Wish we had a radio that we could just chuck in there with him.
How to what?
A radio. Just give him some oldies to listen to while he's in there.
Oh.
All right, so just traveling back.
Sounds good to me.
Yep, let's head back.
Yeah.
All right. So, heading back, let's pop over to the map. Boop. You guys have a little bit of a journey because you parked your ride just outside the jungle. It's still like over a day's journey away now. Actually, technically, it's about a day's journey away, but last time you tried to make this journey, it ended up being longer. Also, you already traveled some today while you were tracking this thing down, so you're only going to be able to make a partial day's bit of journey in the remaining day anyways. So you're going to be camping here again tonight unless you have another way to travel.
That's fine.
Yeah, I think that's fine, and it should be easier navigation because we're not trying to hit a moving target this time. But let's just do like a comfortable, a pretty careful pace, just enough that we can probably make it for sure in the next day.
All right. Whoever is leading or navigating, please give me a survival roll.
Y'all know that ain't me.
Looks at Nakara.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Nakara's Wild Ride.
Cue the Benny Hill theme.
I swear to
Excellent. Perfect. I really just need Yakety Sax as like a song in Foundry that I can play on occasion.
Oh my god, at this point.
What do I even do to you with a natural one? Okay. Yes, I figured it out. I know. I know what we're doing. Yes. Okay. Hold on. Please hold. You wander through the jungle for a ways. Then we're actually going to jump back to this screen. You wander through the jungle a ways. And you feel like, Nakarath, you've uncovered a better path because you went, like, you followed the path previously to the point marked on the map and then had to do some tracking. But you feel like if you go directly from where you are back home, instead of going from directly where you are back to the point and then back home, you can cut off some time. You can make a shortcut, right?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly, right? That just seems logical.
Absolutely.
I'm definitely not buying time right now, trust me. There we go. So you head off in that direction, but unfortunately you start passing some of the same trees again. You're moving in circles. This is not working. It's definitely not working. Things are going poorly. As you travel, you finally break away from that loop, but you've wasted most of the day. It's starting to get dark out. Visibility is getting poor. This jungle is already sort of misty and murky, and you end up in a very muddy place. The ground all around you kind of sticks to your feet, kind of like makes that sucking, like popping noise, and you take your foot out of the mud because it's so sticky. and this is considered difficult terrain. And then you walk up to something, looks like a rock, and you're about to jump over it. You put your hand on it, and it shifts, and you realize that that rock you're about to push on is breathing.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
As you back up, it stands up and begins to shake some of the mud off of itself. And you see it was just so caked in mud you could hardly tell what it was from a distance. This massive creature. And then another one pops up. And another one pops up. You realize you've seen these before, but it's been a while. The last one you saw was, I think, in Thaliost, if I remember correctly. If I'm remembering which creature I had them summon in Thaliost before you utterly annihilated them round one.
Oh, shit.
I believe this is something some of you have turned into in the past.
No!
And we're gonna roll for initiative. I feel like this is what a natural one gets you on a.
Oh, fuck. Dinosaurs.
So this is
Well,
gonna be
shit.
like theater of the mind, but I just wanted to put us on this map so that initiative could actually be rolled.
Absolute fuckhead. Kieran. Oh my god. Oh.
Wait, what the
So if all three of you could roll, yeah, thank
Oh,
you.
there it is.
Oh my god, I can never find it. I'm so dumb.
If you click the initiative tracker tab, you can just click the die next to your name.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you can also right click it to pop it out. Keep it with
Oh,
shadow and
it's
stuff.
yep. It blends in with the other numbers for me. There it is. Yep.
All right,
Oh, stellar.
Ah, good God.
Nikarth, you're up. You're probably pretty
Uh,
close to these things as they stand up.
Yeah, that's fair. Fucking T-Rexes. It's time for Monk Snacks. I will, as my bonus action, activate my Arms of the Astral Self and body and mask and yada yada.
Yo, just saying, don't get crit by these. I know that's hard to do, but just don't.
All right, then we need to make a dex.
I'm gonna say you can hit all of them with this.
Yeah. All right, sweet.
Fail, because you're probably right up on all of them. Fail, fail, fail. They all take damage. Bonk,
All right, cool.
bonk. Sweet.
And then for my action, I'll take 2 attacks at the closest one, I guess.
All right. We'll say the closest one is the one in the middle. That is a hit. Absolutely. Fortunately, these guys are not hard to hit. They're just walls of flesh, much like the apes.
Big gets
All
thinking.
right, so that's my turn.
Carrick. He's upside down.
Carrick is gonna fly up and trigger a manifest zone of the plane of fire,
Okay.
and then shout down to Faye, "Let him have it!"
Excellent.
Bonus action blade song, and I'll end my turn.
All right. This T-Rex is going to attack Nikarth since he's up in the front.
Fair enough.
That's a miss. It's a 15, I'm assuming. Ooh,
Yeah.
and a 13. Unlucky for the T-Rex. Lucky for Nikarth. And then it is Faye's turn.
All right. Are they close enough that I can hit all 3 with a fireball?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm gonna fly pretty high up in the air with most of my movement to try to get like as much out of range as I can, and then just like, yeah, call that fucker down.
So this is
So
cast
is
as if it is one level higher.
oh well, I'm gonna be casting it at 5th level, so it's gonna be coming in at 6th level.
All right.
Nice.
All right, so 6th level. So hit me with those DC 19 saves.
Fail. Fail. These things are not particularly dexterous. Big and
Oh,
strong, not very
Fucking
fast.
go.
41 damage to each. Blam! Ooh,
No.
blam! Blam! All three of them are no longer looking very good. You have bloodied all three of them.
Fantastic. That
We
is my
just said,
turn.
fuck this shit.
They're mad about that, but they don't know what magic is, so they're just gonna grab at Nakarth. They just assume Nakarth did that somehow. 25 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
36 piercing damage as they bite down on your arm. One of them does, but you manage. They don't obviously tear it off or anything. Actually, is this a grapple attack? It is. You're a medium or smaller creature. You are grappled on hit. They grab your arm and just lift you up into the air. You are grappled and restrained.
And restrain. Oh, fuck. Okay.
And the other one is gonna try to bite at your other arm. 29 to hit. Now that you're restrained, that's an advantage.
No.
30 piercing. 19 to hit.
That's a miss.
All right, it tries to swing its. The second one tries to swing its tail around at you. Which actually, we'll say that's a miss because the second one bites your other arm. That first attack was a bite. You're being pulled apart, and because of that, it can't reach you with its tail at that point. So you're grappled by two separate T-Rexes right now, Nakarth. It is your turn. What are you doing? Each of them has one of your arms just pulling you apart.
Yikes.
that?
So I have to spend my action to disengage from one grapple, right?
That is
Shit,
correct.
suck
So you'll
ass.
still be grappled by the other.
Something you can't say or
Ha!
can't find.
And I'm restrained, so I can't dodge because my movement is 0.
Correct.
I'm gonna try
Interesting
a
situation.
Yeah, this sucks.
You could just try and kill them.
That's
don't know.
fair.
You'd be at disadvantage, I guess, but
They're not. They're technically huge, right? Not large.
they are huge.
Shit, fuck ass. Wow, this sucks. I guess I'm gonna try to kick it one.
Okay. They make me an attack roll. Disadvantage because you're restrained. That's still a hit.
I'm gonna add a key point to make it a distracting strike.
All right.
Okay.
Blam! It's not looking very good.
Good. Second attack. That's a miss.
Finally, you managed to miss that point. As you hit it the first time, it kind of recoils back, and that tears at your arms even more, and it's enough pain that you just can't quite hit it with the second hit.
All right. I'm gonna flurry of blows.
That is a hit.
13 hit. Nice. I almost can't
These things have
miss.
shit AC. Yeah, you basically have to natural one.
All right, and then fourth
Bonk.
attack.
Yep, certainly a hit. Bonk.
All right, that's my turn.
All right, Carrick, you're up.
Derek is gonna fly on down to the one that's still grappling. Or are they both still grappling him right now?
There's still two biting at him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna fly down to whichever one, and it doesn't matter, and then just start wailing on him.
Oh
Wow.
Unfortunate. That is a hit.
No, I'll do one more attack as a bonus action.
Yep. Boom. You manage to hack away at the face of one of the ones that is biting into Karth, and the second it lets go, you reach in and just stab up inside its mouth with your blade, up through the roof of the mouth, and kill it.
Oh, nice. And then I kind of just stare the other one in the face and like kind of give him like a come at me.
All right. Well, that one's turn will come in a second. The third one is going to try and bite at you now, Carrick. Oh, with a natural 20.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, it's a low roll for a crit, though. Wait, no, it does max, because of the... Yeah, okay, wait. It's still the battleground. So this is... Oh, fuck. I apologize for this.
Oh, no.
Because it's a crit, you take 103 damage.
Oh my god, I have 109 HP.
As this thing just chomps at you while you're flying by, just completely just grabs you entirely around the midsection and begins chewing on you, and you are grappled and restrained.
As he just like spits up blood.
Hey, you're up. It's a nightmare.
Alright, well, that's about enough of this. We're going home soon. I'm going to just kind of like Willem Dafoe and Boondock Saints, finger guns out, double disintegrate at 7th level.
Excellent.
Holy fuck.
Are those deck saves or an attack roll? I
Those
forget.
deck saves, yeah, I know.
Oh,
they
they're
didn't do
gonna
good at that
fail.
before.
Yeah, the 9 and 15. The 15 was very lucky.
Oh, let's fucking do this.
They're both just chewing down on your teammates, just blood is going everywhere, and then holy fuck! Annihilated. Both of the remaining T-Rexes had 85 HP left. So Faye, fingers out, you can go ahead and describe the end of this battle, Faye.
There was a firefight, and just left to right.
Bam, bam.
They turn to dust, blow out the guns, and I yell down, say, "Hey, Rock, you see that shit? You little fucking fool, Pebble! You see that?"
He's in the bag.
And the Rock saw nor heard nothing. Unfortunate.
I'm gonna come down and be like, "Oh,
both T-Rexes turn to dust, and the two of your party members being chewed up in their jaws just fall like 10 feet into the mud and just splat there.
Carrick is just laying on the ground. He's not bleeding out, but he is just in much pain. Coughing up blood.
all right, come here, fellas. I'm going to Nikar, did you take a lot of damage, or are you pretty much okay?
Yeah, I'm at like 2/3.
All right. I'm just gonna do an 8th level heal on Carrick. I'm not sure what that. Yeah, by 10, so that is 90 hit points.
Oh, baby, thank you.
That's a big one.
Yeah, I've got sorcery points to burn, and we are heading back to town, so it is OP Fey time.
Absolutely.
Let me do that calculation. 7th level twin spell. That is, yeah, that's a 17 sorcery points and then 11. All right, 28.
Excellent.
Well, that was fun. Nikarith, buddy, how's the old navigator holding up?
Sorry.
Let me help you out this time. I'm gonna just rub my hands, give him a little shoulder rub, and give him guidance.
Let's go.
It is pretty late, so you won't have much more travel time unless you guys want to push into like a forced march late and potentially
No.
take some exhaustion levels.
I want to go to bed.
No. Let's just get a little bit of progress.
Okay, so I'll say you probably have like 1 hour remaining. You're not going to get very far. Let's go ahead and pop back over to the map.
Yeah, I would say like mainly focus on just finding a suitable spot where we can safely camp.
Just get a little head start. And yeah, with a 15, that's perfectly doable to just find a little spot to camp that's a little safer out of this icky mud and stuff, especially. And you find you barely move at all in an hour, unfortunately, but you are more back on track than you were before. And you find a spot that's nestled between a couple actual rock formations this time. That's fairly secluded, and you feel like this will be as good a spot as any. And so it's camp time. Move that mark too, because that's where you were hunting. Anything you'll want to do while you're camping?
I'm good, I think.
Yeah, I'm good. It's nighttime.
All right. So, who's keeping watch then?
I'll keep first watch.
Alrighty. Perception check, pretty good. 12. So this spot you found pretty well. Nakarth found a pretty good spot to camp. There's not, like I said, it's pretty secluded. You've got a lot of cover. Unfortunately, that also means you can't see too much of what's going on around you. But the areas you can see, you've got pretty good watch over. If anything tries to creep up on you, you feel like you'll spot it pretty easily. Of course, it is very dark and misty here, so if something's particularly sneaky, it might make it by you. But fortunately, for at least your watch, Carrick, nothing happens. It passes uneventfully. So who's taking second watch?
I'll wake up Nakara.
Okie doke. God damn. I had such great rolls with the fucking demon.
Indeed. Nakareth. You see something similar to what happened the other night, where off in the distance there's a loud booming sound like thunder, but closer and more localized, more like a popping sound, a flash of light. Sounds of clashing blades in the distance, and that distracts you. Pretty far away, though. Still, the fact that it can be heard this far away means whatever is causing this commotion is pretty large, potentially pretty powerful. It seems to be already engaged with something.
Why do I feel like I'm hearing the plane of battle? We must be near a very powerful manifest zone. I'll just keep extra watch and hope nothing comes and kills us.
All right.
And then I'll wake up. Is it normally Clemens at this point? But no, I guess I'm waking up Faye.
Sorry in advance. All
Same.
right. That is a perception check, right?
Yeah, perception check, please.
I'm gonna give guidance to myself because I'm not good at this. I know I've fucked it up before. Okay, 15.
Okay, the 15. Pretty good. Good. Faye, as you take your watch, you sit there and it's quiet. Whatever was happening during Dakara's watch seems to have faded. No more crazy commotion out in the jungle. Nakar didn't warn you about anything else in the area, so you settle in. But as you look around, your eyes eventually pass over something a couple times. You're not sure why you keep checking over in that direction, why something has caught your attention. You barely notice something gleaming in the dark occasionally, up high in one of the trees near you.
I don't like that. Can I roll like an additional check to see if I can make out what it is? I don't want to be obvious looking at it though.
I'll say as just a perception check, you kind of already rolled, and that's all you can see for that. But if you want to change up your approach and like, I don't know, I'd say for another roll, you're gonna have to tell me how you're changing up your approach.
Yeah, no, I think I'm no, I think I'm just gonna be wary, but keep doing what I'm doing and kind of keeping an eye on that particular spot more than others, and just waiting to see if anything happens for the rest of my watch.
Okay, that's good. Your watch passes. You still occasionally see something there, but as it gets closer and closer to morning, you see it less and less. And as the sun rises, little beams of light start to filter through the trees. By that point, you haven't seen it in at least 10 minutes.
When the light starts to hit, I want to fly up there.
Okay.
I want to see if, looking closely, if there's anything in the tree.
All right, give me an investigation check. You fly up, you look around the branch of the tree that you're pretty sure you saw something here last night. You don't notice anything strange about this branch. It looks like a tree branch. It looks like perhaps it's been, I don't know, bent a little bit. You feel like something was here. You don't really determine anything else, unfortunately.
Oh. Well, that's unsettling. I'll go back down and wake everyone up. Assuming like it's morning, like the night has passed.
Yep. You all get the benefits of a long rest.
21 temp HP.
That as well. Let me refresh that on Clemens so we don't forget either. Clemens. There she is. Long rest, yes. And it's 21, you said?
Yeah.
There we go. All good there.
And when everyone's up, I'm gonna say, well, something was in the tree watching us last night. Or at least there. At least something nearby. I don't know what it was, but I would like to get the fuck out of these woods. So let's just move nice and swiftly and do our best to navigate today.
Fair enough. Probably something to do with the plane of battle.
I mean, stands to reason for sure.
Speaking of, uh, yeah, Carrick did all the arcane seal shit. Carrick, can you do anything about minimizing the manifest zone here? Because it's letting such powerful things through seems like it's a bit of a problem.
It's such a large manifest zone. I don't think I can affect it overall. I might be able to affect like a small area around us, but I don't think I can do much beyond that. At least not without being here for a while.
Fair enough. I figured I would ask. Might perhaps have gotten us a bigger bounty.
Could I think of what could cause such a large manifest zone of this on this area?
Yeah, so I won't even make you roll for that because I feel like that's something that would be common knowledge to anyone who practices a lot of arcane magic, especially anyone who deals with creating magic items and such. Manifest zones just kind of happen in Eberron. It's when certain intersections of the orbits of the planes happen, and they can last for thousands of years or indefinitely or minutes or hours. It all just depends on sort of the astral alignment of everything. Yeah. It's basically where the planes overlap a little bit on occasion or align in their like celestial orbits.
Perhaps we would actually need part of the giant's hammer to help with that, but they seem rather busy in hell.
Is the Mornland a manifest zone?
As far as you know, yes. Yeah, exactly. There's a couple details about that. That's actually, when I say yes there, it's not common knowledge that the Mournland is a manifest zone, but when you saw the second Mournland get created and you experienced the effects of that and learned more about that, that one definitely appears bound to a plane. It has some sort of planar effect to it. So you assume that the Mournland would be as well, though no one's ever approached it with that manner of study before. Or at least uncovered anything when they've attempted to approach it with that manner of study. So there is some planar magic of some kind involved there. But, I mean, Carrick would be the world's biggest expert on that right now. So you know that, but that might not be something that other arcane practitioners know.
Understood. Yeah, I don't know if there's much I can do about it. Not right now, at least. That is something I kind of want to figure out, though.
It was worth asking. I'm gonna be right back. I need to feed my cat.
Okay. So, got a bit of travel ahead of you. Carl's not here right now to make that roll, but anything else you guys want to do while you're here at camp before you wrap up and begin your travel? Probably a good opportunity to work on that stuff. If there's any, part of the long rest activities you want to get through, preparing different spells, any of that. Checking on the crystal, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, with my whole deal, there's not a whole lot to do in the morning, but
Can I go look at Thay and just have the bag open, pointing at her, and just say, "I want to talk some shit."
oh, absolutely.
I just hand her the crystal.
Good morning.
Oh, is it morning already?
Yeah, you must not see much of the passing of time in there. How is the cave?
Oh, lovely. Darkness and silence. Don't have to deal with the eternal screaming and fire. Excellent. Couldn't ask for better, honestly.
Well, you're wondering what's going on out here. I did evaporate 2 T-Rexes at once yesterday, so kind of a big deal.
T-Rexes, those lizards, yeah?
The giant lizards with big teeth.
Right.
Tiny.
Gotcha. Yeah. Very impressive, yeah.
It's the biggest thing you've ever killed.
The biggest thing I've killed?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. I'll be honest, I do a lot of slaughter. It's more of what they send me on missions to do.
A lot of slaughter, you said?
Yeah, exactly. They put me in a body where my talents are of the most use. And then I just go around killing as many weak things as I can, generate the most blood, the most suffering, and so on. It's not much, but I mean it's honest work. It's very simple, you know. It's very pure. They just set me on a course, and I destroy everything in my path.
Are we talking to Demon Man again?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, fair.
This is purely recreational, yeah.
The biggest thing I've killed. Oh boy.
Janitor?
You'd be surprised how much of a fight some janitors can put up. Actually,
I mean, an honest living, like you said.
I killed my mother once. She came back pretty quick though.
Yeah, that's pretty sick though. No, it's a good one. Fair enough.
Yeah, she killed me 300 times for that one.
Eesh.
I still prefer that to be being put in that body though. I think that's why she knows now that it's much easier to just put me somewhere I don't want to be than kill me. Well,
You ever think about getting out of the house? Like, outside of this whole tiny prison thing? Like,
I'm sent on missions all the time. It was just a few months ago that it was actually you there who fought me back while I was still forming. Yes, good work that one. Good work.
oh, thank you. Yeah, no, definitely finest hour. Yeah, that's just dysfunctional though, man. Like, differences aside, shit, that's estrangement is an option. Anyway, we gotta get going. Breakfast is over. Stuff him back in the bag.
Ah, sweet darkness.
Actually, you know what? You're acting too happy about that. I'm gonna take him out, and I'm just gonna like tether him to my belt.
It's a relief against the screams and fire that I was in for months.
Yeah, no. You get some outside time. I'm gonna tether him to my belt.
Ah, this is acceptable.
Just skip a little bit.
Just
Everyone
pings around inside the crystal a little bit. Just
If you have a couple little bells, maybe like put them like right next to him, and
No, that's what.
Although,
That's his punishment if he's bad.
that's fair. I was gonna say we want him to be a little like useful and not a total dickhead. So
Yeah, no, this is not outright hostility yet. This is actually I just kind of want to have him hear shit. This is entertaining.
you just want to give Jordan a chance to be a little shit.
Absolutely.
It is fun
It's
to be a little shit.
All right, Kareth, are you ready to do the guiding?
Nope, but we'll try anyway.
I'm guiding you because my God.
Be guided.
23.
Much better. You remember some of the locations of some of the things you encountered previously. You go around the swamps and all that on your way, which is good. Saves you a little time. Even though you have to take a little bit longer of a route, you're just traveling faster, which is good. And thankfully, with a 23, you managed to navigate not only to the edge of the jungle, but really not far at all from where you parked the airship. And once you're outside of the jungle, everything's thinned out a bit. You can finally see where you left it. And you're able to get there, we'll say, with about an hour left before nightfall.
Well, here we are.
Put you about there.
Hell yeah.
Woo! It didn't lead us into another death trap of T-Rexes.
And your efforts are appreciated. Gosh,
At least you didn't have to tear me a new one. The T-Rexes took care of that.
yeah. I mean, it all worked out, but you will notice that instead of healing you, I did just go for the murder back then. But all worked out in the end.
You couldn't handle a lizard, big man?
Hey,
I mean, we handled it. It just hurt.
hey, dinosaurs are some serious shit.
Hmm.
That last fight just furthered Carrick's hatred for dinosaurs.
Excellent. Perfect.
Like, just when I thought, like, okay, I think Carrick's over his dinosaur thing now.
103 dairy crit.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, no, he still fucking hates dinosaurs.
Yeah.
You just roll like holy shit. Or, yeah, man. All right, Carrick, are we gonna spend the night here?
I never tasted the large lizard blood before. Did you save any? No?
Shit.
Well, fair enough.
So we put him in the bag.
Also, what would... No. Legitimate question. My man, what does tasting like for you? Do we just pour it over the outside? Is it living vicariously? Do you want me to taste it and tell you what it's like?
Oh, that would be interesting. You could probably do a pretty good job of telling me what the taste is like, actually.
I sure could.
But yeah, just pour it over me. I'll slurp it right up. Like a sponge.
All right, now let's try this. Karth, put a mug in the middle of the table. All right.
The table.
Okay.
Oh, I guess you're
We're
on the
back to the
ship
ship,
now.
right?
Yeah. You're at the ship. That's true. Yep.
All right. I put the rock in the mug.
Yep.
And I'm pouring us all rum.
Nice.
And then we all cheers, and at the very end I'm just gonna pour rum in the rock cup.
All right.
Oh god. We're gonna try to get the demon.
I'm just like, come over here and is like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, so you pour... Yeah, Anka is very confused, but she trusts all of you and knows that strange things happen here, so she's very what the fuck, but she'll join in on the rum. You pour rum in over the glass, and the second you do, it lights on fire.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's pretty neat. Can you still taste it?
I prefer the blood, honestly, but it's not bad.
Ow. Yeah, it was still kind of cool.
You know what? I'm incredibly curious. As soon as the alcohol finishes burning off, I'll prick my hand and drop a little of the in the flat, and then like, tell me, what does Kalashtar blood taste like?
Make me a charisma saving throw.
Oh shit! Fuck ass.
My eyebrows disappeared.
You fucking have.
Oh! God damn it!
Speechless.
The little prick you made, little drop of blood hits the crystal, and as soon as it does, more blood begins to flow out of the wound and like a stream down to the crystal. It gets wider and wider as the wound starts to open more and more. You can all see this happening.
I can't hear what they seal it up.
Nakara?
Yeah, you take.
Why did you do that?
17 points of piercing damage, and then Faye is
Okay.
gonna cure it up so that it seals. But
You greedy little bastard.
refreshing. You have no idea how long it's been.
I assume a few months. You fucker.
Okay, you have some idea how long it's been.
First of all, and I look at the mug, weird. Second of all, I look at Kara.
Weirder.
Weird.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
We shouldn't have given you drinking privileges back.
Perhaps not.
And I'm just laugh and keep drinking. It's pretty good though.
So, I seem to have sated you a little bit. Now satisfy my curiosity.
Fair enough. What are you curious about?
What did my blood taste like?
Strange. It was very, very tangy, almost a little bit citrusy. Had a bit of I don't know. It was complex. There was like multiple different flavors going on there.
Ah, aged like a fine wine.
Wait, sommelier time? Let's fucking go. No, I retract my earlier comments and I I cut a bit of my hand and I drank.
Charisma saving throw.
Yeah, I got this. No problem.
As you cut your hair, it's like, oh, come to Papa.
It wasn't.
Yep,
I'm
the
like-
wound starts to open up again. Like,
Immediately cure wounds myself.
you still managed to take in that time. Oh, it was a much higher roll. 21 points of piercing damage, and then heal yourself up as the blood is forced out of your body and the wound is like opened up. You cure it and stop the flow. He's like, oh, this is interesting. I think I have tasted this once before. Long time ago. Every once in a while, I'd kill someone, and they would taste like sort of like this. Yeah. But it was rare. Not everybody. It's a weird taste. It's like, have you ever had a drink that like the first thing that hits your mouth is a certain flavor, and then there's a different flavor in a second, then like the aftertaste is completely different too, and then that has like another aftertaste after that. It's kind of like has an experience, like a bunch of different flavors that all come one after another.
That, tend to change, perhaps?
Yeah, exactly. Changes on the way down.
Are you suggesting that I am complex and full-bodied?
Instead of a yingling, he's a changeling.
You might say that. Yeah.
You know what? Worth it.
Are you guys flirting?
What? No, shut up.
I I think with that one, Nakara's just gonna like finish his drink and walk away. Like, nope, nope, not touching that one.
Or more. Or more rum.
Any other takers? Either any of the three of you here? I don't know you either. I'll gesture at Anka, but
I gotta do it.
yep,
He's
yep.
fucking weird.
She's not even thinking about it. She's looking at the two of you that did it like like this look of not quite disgust, but like very like shock. But as soon as Faye looks over at her, she like wipes off her face and is like, yep, of course.
Tarek looks at Anka and just like shakes his head like, I don't know about this one, dog.
I flash her a thumbs up.
she has like that worried smile look, you know, with like the eyebrows kind of pinched together, and gives you a thumbs up back.
Clemens would totally do it. You know she would.
Let's just hold on. Just a quick ping, just to see if a yes or no question.
Blood for the blood, dude.
See if Clemens has Discord open. This can also be a retroactive thing later if need be. Because I feel like Clemens would as well, but I don't want to do something like this without like Clemens's consent.
It's bizarre.
While we wait for that answer, if it is even coming in the next couple minutes here, anyone else doing anything here?
Oh no, I'm totally good.
Yep.
Man, now I need a nap. Oh, nice filling meal.
No, you're welcome.
So, what's up next for you all? I'm curious. You're all very interesting. I'm not just starved for blood, I'm starved for conversation. It's been months.
We're we're waiting to link up with the other half of our group, who you are familiar with, some of them at least.
Oh, I thought there was fewer of you. Yeah.
Yeah, no, still alive, still kicking. They are just kind of getting the other half of the quest we're currently on. So yeah, we're just, I mean, really, again, to stress, we're really just killing time at the moment. But we're gonna link up with them eventually and do much more important things.
Yes, I see. Much more important things like, you know, killing my extended family members and such. Yes, yeah, of course.
I mean, you understand.
Oh, completely. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
but dude, you were also marching to your death. I hope you understand.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we will see. We will see indeed. Hey, if you march to your death, that means I'm free from all this faster. So, I recommend it.
I don't know. Would you be free, or would you just kind of return to the void of No conversation, no stimulation, just sitting. I don't know, maybe I'll get put back in that infernal machine. Sure they got extras.
Well, if Mother finds me, yes, it depends on if she considers my sentence to be complete or not, I suppose. She put me in timeout, really.
Well, food for thought. If you actually help us, we could keep you around, give you some more blood snacks from time to time, tell stories.
Roll me a persuasion check. You know what? Fuck it.
Nice. I wasn't even angling for that. Oh my god.
God damn it. Hey, do we have fate point?
Unironically considering that.
Honestly, same.
Up to you.
What's the total?
What's the total what?
Do
fate
you know what
points.
the fate point split is right now?
The fate point split is currently. I have all the fate points. That's the current split.
Fuck me.
Never mind.
Even for this group? Shit.
It's
All right.
unified. Surprise.
Fuck.
Fuck.
The other group has been spending.
I now won the intimidation and the persuasion. I cannot talk to this thing.
Nope. Well, as lovely as that sounds, you have to understand, you're offering me a trickle compared to the flood that I'm accustomed to. And I'm very greedy. And I embrace that greed. I think everyone should be a little more greedy, honestly. We'd get more done.
Shrug. Suit yourself. Good night, Rock. I'm gonna go to bed.
That's his name now. He's Rock.
Oh, no.
Yeah, absolutely.
You gave this, like, secret demon of the night and the blood and terror, nameless to even his own mother, finally gave him a name. Rock.
Named it with all of the quality of like a 5-year-old naming a pet. Like I really just one shade up from just calling him Rocky.
Perfect.
Give it to the stone.
Or the rock.
Yeah.
The rock, if you will.
Dwayne. We're calling him Dwayne.
We're calling him Dwayne.
I love it.
Dwayne the demon.
Oh no. That's good shit.
I guess he'd be more of a devil, actually. Come to think of it. But either way. Yeah, so if you guys are turning in for the night, get another long rest. Not that it probably matters much. Faye probably gets some sorcery
Yeah, I
points
got
back.
some sorcery points.
So I'm just gonna leave Clemens as is, unless Clemens is down on hit dice, but I don't think she is. Yeah, she is full hit dice. So.
Some HP.
Yep.
Carrick continues to drink for the rest of the night.
All right.
Even worries about his friend's choice.
Forgetting the dinosaurs.
I feel like Clemens would stay up late with you drinking. As long as you're still drinking, Clemens would probably not let you be alone drinking and would just try to match all of your drinks.
Fair. Sounds good.
That sounds like a Clemens move to me.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
Makareth will actually start trying to practice restraint for once.
Carrick's gonna be like, I can't believe they gave that blood to the demon, and then depending on what Carrick or depending on what Clemens responds with, I just imagine Clemens being like, yeah.
Yeah, weird, huh?
An hour later, Carrot gives the blood.
Gotta know what the taste is like.
We have the unique opportunity to get the group's flavor profile.
Did you leave the rock in the mug, by the way? Is that where you're sleeping for the night?
That's
That's
where
what
I
I
left him
pictured.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Perfect.
please.
He was just chilling. All right. If there's nothing else, I think I might end it here a few minutes early. Then we can start fresh with you guys arriving back in Hylas Meridol.
I think that's great.
All right.
Sounds good.
And during the break, we can figure out what the fuck we're gonna turn Blood Demon Boy into.
True.
Yeah, we got to come up with something cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we can like make something that will destroy manifest zones.
Essentially. There are a number of recipes in the Kibbles crafting thing that include legendary arcane essences, which this would count as. But I'm also okay with if you guys want to use it for something custom, that'd be fine too. Just give me a heads up on your idea for it ahead of time, and I'll try and come up with a recipe and stuff.
Yeah, I'd love to peruse the list too to actually see what is possible instead of the more shitposting attitude that I brought to this session.
Yeah, so a good place to start, probably like more so than the Kibbles thing, even, would be to load up D&D Beyond, which I should have campaign sharing back on. Head over to Magic Items, set the rarity to Legendary, and just start looking through there, because it's going to be a legendary item that you can create with a legendary essence. And I would just say some things are probably clearly going to be like divine in nature, or like dragon related, things like that, probably not going to apply. But stuff that definitely seems like an arcane thing rather than like a primal or psionic or divine thing. I know that's a very vague way of telling you to filter this, but that's going to be more likely to like a cloak of invisibility, right? That's a legendary item that seems more arcane than like divine, whereas something like a I don't know, there's some crazy stuff in here, but I feel like you know what I mean there. Yeah, that's probably an easier way to filter than just looking through the document, looking for cases where it says use a legendary arcane essence to create this. But if anything catches anyone's eye, I'm sure we can probably work something out. There's some crazy stuff in the legendary magic items.
Yeah, everyone post any ideas you have in the channel, because I would love to consider that.
I will also say that things that cast spells that are legendary items often have extremely expensive scroll costs to go with them, just as like a general pattern. Like, for example, I was looking over the Luck Blade, for example, the other day, which gives you multiple charges of the Wish spell.
Oh my god.
Costs several scrolls of Wish. So locating a 9th level scroll would be incredibly difficult, even though that's a legendary item. You have one of the things. Those are still like legendary rarity scrolls and stuff. So might still be difficult, even with the legendary essence out of the way. There's still some hurdles to cross here.
Oh, Blood Fury tattoo.
Oh shit.
That fits him so well.
That does fit him, and I forget what that one even is. Do 10 charges. Oh, thank you. You can expend a charge to do an extra 46 necrotic damage. Yep. And you regain hit points equal to the necrotic damage dealt. Yep, some blood magic shit. Yeah, I mean, that would fit really well, absolutely. Having a sentient tattoo would be interesting too. I can imagine like
it just talks.
He could like walk around inside the tattoo and like animate across it like an animated tattoo, and like a little 2D figure crawling on your skin.
Oh wait, that's so good.
Right? Wouldn't that be cool?
I'd be giving up the Eldritch Claws, but I guess that's fine at this point.
I don't think that is in the crafting document, so I might have to come up with a recipe for that, but I could do that if we want to go for that. But we have a whole week to figure that out, so no rush.
Wait, did they nerf it so that multiple tattoos don't count as one anymore? I think they did.
I think they did.
Yeah, alright.
So
yeah, I'd have to give up the...
Out there. So I'd have to make a recipe for it, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would count as its own slot and attunement. But
Fuck, dude, I'd do that.
That's still a huge item. That's like a really cool thing. Because you can also use your reaction to attack things that damage you and stuff. Really cool.
Oh shit, I skipped right over that part.
So when a creature you can see damages you, you can expend a charge and roll your reaction to make a melee attack against that creature with advantage on your attack roll.
Son of a bitch.
Yep, could be an option. Could be some good shit. But either way, I think we'll end there. Thank you all for playing this evening. A fun session, pretty
Thanks for
light,
running.
mostly roleplay focused, except for the T-Rex nightmare. And we'll pick up with y'all entering Hylas Meridel next week, and perhaps between sessions we'll resolve whether or not Clements fed blood to the demon as well.
Awesome. Thanks, Jordan. That was super fun.
Yes, thank you.
Sure thing. Later, guys.
Good night, guys.
Later.